Hi, this is Sudhir. This is C#.NET for loop tutorial. For loop is used to execute a code repeatedly until a condition is met. In C#.NET, if you write a line of code, it will be executed once. If you want to execute it repeatedly based on some condition, then you can use for loops. Every for loop will contain three sections. They are initialization, condition, and increment or decrement. Initialization means you are going to set the starting point for the loop. That means you can initialize a variable with some number in initialization part. Second comes the condition. You can add a condition here based on which the code is executed repeatedly. The code is executed in the for loop until the condition is satisfied. That is, until it returns a value as true. Whenever it returns a value as false, the loop will be stopped. The third one is increment or decrement. As you are looping the code, here you can add some statement here which is used for increment or decrement. Every time after code is executed, the value is incremented or decremented by 1 if you are using post increment or decrement. You can also use pre-increment or pre-decrement. That means before the looping starts, first it is incremented or decremented by 1, then the loop will start. This type of things is used so that initialized value can be incremented continuously when the looping is happening. This is the syntax for loop. For initialization semicolon, condition semicolon, increment or decrement. Inside the for loop, you can write some statements. It is inside the curly braces. So the code looks like this. For int I equal to 0, here I am creating a variable I of int type and it is initialized with the value as 0. The second one is condition, I less than 4. First time it is 0 less than 4, so the condition is satisfied, so the code is executed. After the code is executed, you can see I++ is post increment. Once the code is executed, it will be incremented by 1. That means I will become 1. 1 less than 4, it is satisfied. Again the loop is repeated and the code will be executed. The number will be printed. Next time I++, 2 less than 4, 3 less than 4. When it comes to 4 less than 4, the loop will stop and this execution of this printing of message will be stopped. That's how a for loop works. I'm going to show the same example in my Visual Studio in my demo. Now here I'm going to create a for loop for int I equal to 0. That means I create a variable I of int type and its value is 0. I'm going to write a condition here, I less than 4. So initially it will be 0. I'll keep on incrementing it by 1. Every time it will increment 1, 2, 3. If it becomes 4, the condition will be false and it will come out of the for loop. Here I'm going to use increment I++. So inside that, the statement is just printing the value inside I, my variable, which is keep on incrementing from 0 to 3. After this for loop, I'm going to write console.read key so that I can see the output and it will be closed if I press a key. You can see the values are the values of I. It is 0, 1, 2, 3. That's it. So if I want to increase the values, I can change the condition. If I give 10 here, so 0 to 9 will be printed. You can see in the output screen 0 to 9 values are printed here. You can also change the initialization value. If I start with 5, 5 to 9 will be printed. You can see 5 to 9 will be printed. You can also change the values here. For example, value is colon space concatenated by the value. So I'm going to show you the value is I. Value is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that we can print some text repeatedly. With one line of code, you can see that output is a much more output. I can loop this code execution and an output can be printed with some logic there. So this is how for loop works. Thank you.